One is that he was invited by the CII to give a talk about the program of the day. You had the Prime Minister speak. Yesterday there were other ministers who spoke on their areas of their department and ministries, etc. But if you think in 65 minutes, anybody is supposed to cover the Sarpanches of Kashmir, to the ports in Gujarat, to environment, to education. I think what he was trying to do, and despite all the criticism that all of you have to put forth, I think one has to appreciate the fact that it is not about I, it is about we. He was talking about not vitiating the political atmosphere by being able to listen to other people. The kind of acrimony that we have seen from some quarters of our politics is not something that is going to help our society move forward.
But that's all
we are
right,
in government for 9 years, and out of the 9 years, for 8 years, for 8 years we've had a GDP growth rate of 8% and more. 1 second, Smriti. Whatever has happened in the last 8-9 years, collectively, we are all responsible as UPA government. You can find faults in it, you can think it's not enough, we need to do more. But the fact that he came out today and engaged himself to everything
that's all right.
to the philosophy of politics in this country.
No, once. It can't be philosophical, Sachin.
So you are asking for pointed questions.
Sachin, up to a point, people will say it's good to be philosophical. After a point, people may say it's good to be practical. My question was this. Smriti, before you come in, I want Sachin to answer me. Why there was no reference to corruption or a policy paralysis? Not one reference to corruption. Not one. Why?
But I think he spoke at length about the need for society to have transparency, for us to be able to work together. Now, I can list 55 other things that wasn't mentioned, but I think we have got to talk about the thing that was talked today, as opposed to all the things that were not listed in the agenda for discussion. It's quite easy to sit out and say, well, I wish he had said this, I wish he hadn't said this. But let's talk about the substantive part of what he had put forward for everyone to hear and discuss.
Two rebutts coming in. First from Smriti, then from Rajiv. They are not convinced with your reply. Smriti first. Yes, Smriti.
No, I just want to very politely tell Sachin that Sachin, though Mr. Gandhi could not manage to have a conversation about ports in Gujarat, or for that matter Sarpanches in Jammu Kashmir, you, me and Arnab on Newshour tonight have managed to have that conversation in the last 10 minutes. And when you say that Mr. Gandhi was to apply himself only to the questions posed before him during the CII event, I think there was a specific question posed to him with regards to the challenges of water scarcity that the nation faces. He chose to ignore that question, did not answer that question specifically.
Sachin, my issue is that the industry is faced with a lot of sort of difficulties. It's lost confidence in the economy and in the country today. And what it was looking for is a person who would come out and assure them. And my feeling is that by telling them about all the problems that that the country had, lack of skills, lack of education, infrastructure is weak, etc., I'm afraid he's not going to lift that negative mood that is surrounding the industry today, and which is what I was hoping to listen from him in his first speech and his first engagement with the corporate
That's where the point is, Sachin. You know, what he did not speak of are the bigger issues.
Rajiv,
the issues are what he did not speak of.
Oh, no, 1 second. So the point is, hang on, will you hear me out for a second, Adam? No, I need to put my word in. Hang on, Adam.
Yeah, after
so
that,
Mr. Rajiv Kumar talks about the things that he thinks the Indian corporates were not happy to hear what he had to say. Now, you can have all the theory and philosophy, but if we ask all the leaders and captains of industry who were there hearing his speech, came out very pleased and happy that here is a man who has a positive agenda, who's not talking about the negativity, who's looking to work together to have equitable, inclusive growth for the economy to really be robust, so that we can create jobs and have a better life for all of our citizens.
Sachin, nobody's questioning the intent.
Appreciated by everybody who's in the room.
Sachin, 1 second. Please, 1 second. Sachin, nobody's questioning the intent. You know, it's a CII gathering. What was supposed to be an address to highlight his economic agenda veered largely to his oft-repeated criticism of the political class and of the political system. He did not speak about specifically on economic reforms. He did not speak about the recent slowdown of the economy, the cause, the growth, the solutions. He did not speak about the policy paralysis. He did not speak about the politician-businessman nexus. He did not speak about bottlenecks in specifics. And he did not speak about corruption. And Meghnad Desai wants to come in 1 second. Yes, Meghnad Desai to Sachin Pilot, because he has to go at 9:30. Meghnad, please, Meghnad Desai to Sachin Pilot.
You know, I have heard Sachin Pilot speak, Jyotiraditya Scindia speak, the Jindal
Naveen Jindal
speak. Now, they are much more specific, much more direct, much more efficient speakers when it comes to listening to them, because they know the details. They are in charge of something. Rahul Gandhi is a generalist. He hasn't done any specific departmental work. He doesn't know any details. So he throws out these large ideas, so-called, but they're all old, large ideas. Inclusive growth we have been talking about for God knows how many years. Despite all that, our human development record is low. The question would be, how come we got inclusive growth and low human development? Let's ask that question. Those are the kind of specific questions he should have been asking.
No, other question is Sachin, that he was asked a very specific questions about, two very specific questions were asked to him, Sachin. One, I think, was on center-state relations, where he says the problem is not of center-state relations and he speaks about devolution. At second point of time, he was asked about water problem. Then he says the problem is not about water, the problem is about complexity, and then he goes on to explain how India is a beehive and China is a dragon. Now, my point to you is that wouldn't it be better if wouldn't it be better, Mr. Pilot, to have very clear, well-defined solutions to these problems when the questions are so specific?
Well, one thing you all have to accept is the fact that I am a minister of a department, so is Jyotiraditya Scindia and Anand Sharma. We head specific ministries, and the Prime Minister spoke about the bureaucracy, about the economy, about the reform agenda. He is the Vice President of the Congress Party, and as a political entity, we have a responsibility to what we believe should be the vision broadly of this country. So he is doing the work that he has to do as a political leader of a Congress Party as Vice President. Now, sector-specific, pharmaceutical, telecom, petroleum, I'm sure there are ministers like I am and who can answer specific questions. But you can say these questions were all the issues that he talked about today were all pertinent, relevant issues, and I think everybody in the room was very happy to hear what he had to say.
No, but
you can't nitpick and cross-question and split the hair about what was said, not said, what context, not enough, not specific enough, not detailed enough. But overall, I think the idea was to inspire confidence in India Inc. that this government and party is fully behind having a robust economic growth agenda, and we're sticking to it.
Okay, one sec. Smriti, you want to come back to him? I want to go to Swaminathan Iyer, but I think I must let the political reply. Yeah, I'll come back to you, sir. Yes, Smriti, please. Yes.
I think by the virtue of Sachin's explanation on news, Newshour tonight, that you can only have a definite vision or an idea about India if you hold a portfolio, then Sachin, even people like me should not discuss specifics on this channel. But I think that when you speak about encouraging or inspiring confidence in India Inc. with regards to the intention of your governance, I think what needs to be also highlighted here is that there were many industrialists who accompanied Mr. Gandhi to Kashmir, where they spoke about the need to provide gainful employment to the Kashmiri youth. And what happened after that particular trip to Kashmir? We did not see a single industrialist actually.
No, so what is your charge against Rahul Gandhi? Just make it. What are you saying?
My thing is that do not confuse India Inc.'s courtesy towards you as India Inc. stamp of approval, because I heard no vision there. I don't know who in that room heard a vision.
I'm only repeating what I've heard people say. And in Kashmir itself, the only person who's taken the initiative of taking industrialists to Jammu and Kashmir, it's a troubled state, to give 15,000 people the employment opportunities, is something Mr. Gandhi has done. I don't know if anybody in the BJP is concerned about the unemployment in Jammu and Kashmir. I suspect you are.
No, did a single industry open up because of due to his intervention?
No, because you see, because I will be very happy, and I'm a
little
bit.
For all these years, Sachin, he has been on the standing committee of HRD.
There's much better employment opportunities.
For example,
Mr. Gandhi, for all these years, by virtue of being on the standing committee of HRD, how many positive inputs has Mr. Gandhi given to improve education in our country?
Are you seriously asking me, a member of a standing committee, is going to take industry into different states?
No. I'm just asking you.
If you think that by being a member of a standing committee,
you in very good
you're able to achieve industrialization of a state.
Sachin, I'm asking you in good faith. And I know it's a tough position to be in tonight. For all the problems that Mr. Gandhi continues to highlight.
By the way, you can ask me whatever you want. The short point, Smriti, is Mr. Gandhi made a speech today which may not have been liked by you, but everybody who heard his speech in the room was very happy about it.
Sachin, there was nothing spoken to be liked or disliked. Because if
you may not like it, right? It's not up to you. It's okay. You can have your opinion.
Be trending
it doesn't matter, Smriti. I think your views are heard, but people will decide. Let India decide. Let the corporate people decide. Let the people of India decide.
At the CII, Are you telling me people of India who are articulating their views on Twitter are to be discounted also? On social media are to be discounted? Lord Meghna Desai has to be
Ma'am,
discounted?
I am saying that everybody has a view. I have my view. You have your view. Let the debate be out. Let the jury be out. Let people decide as to who's going to have the
No,
final vote.
Sachin, can I ask you one question before I let you go?
Everybody is right
No, you see this view. See,
to articulate what their
one
thought
sec.
process is about the
May I
state of
please,
the nation.
Smriti Irani and
point
Sachin
and
Pilot,
agenda
may I
of
please
this
come in? You
debate,
see,
Sachin,
the question is
that
this.
did you see
No.
a
One
vision?
sec. See, here's an opportunity. Swaminathan Iyer, by the way, Sanjay Jha, welcome. So I know you have to go, Sachin. I want a couple of minutes more from you. The question here is this, that the charge against Rahul Gandhi has always been that he has not been very specific and well-defined solutions to the problems confronting the nation. Here was an opportunity, actually, to sidestep that whole thing and then say that nobody can accuse me of cushioning myself in generics. Now, two specific questions were put.
I think, Arnab, can I just
Two
in the end
specific-
sum up just 2 lines? I think what he was able to today, Arnab, was to be able to share his vision of how we see things unfolding. Now, industry-specific questions about the area-specific that all the other panelists want to have answers from Mr. Gandhi.
Is this.
I'm sure in due time
No,
we'll
Mr.
come up with
Pilot.
it. But today's platform, Arnab,
Mr.
was
Pilot.
to tell India Inc. that as Congress Vice President, we are there to help and support you to rebuild this country, to have the growth momentum back, to create jobs, to have
How did that-
investments, to industrialize our country so that we can have a better future
But
for
how
our
did
citizens.
where did that come across?
By supporting every entrepreneur, big and small.
Can I please,
no.
because of this
I want to go back on this issue of specifics. Swaminathan Iyer, I just want you to come in here before Sachin Pilot goes. Let him hear your perspective. Yes, Swami.
Yes. Arnab, you're 100% right in saying this was an opportunity missed. It was a chance for Rahul to hold forth. But yet, let's not be too harsh. There is a case for saying let's have an initial one for breaking the ice. There will be many other occasions to address other industry forums. Okay, you've broken the ice now. Now that you've done so, the next one, please get down to specifics. Please tell us what are you going to do to restore growth which has crashed so badly, strangling all economic opportunities. What are you going to do about corruption? What are you going to do about speeding up the decision-making process? It should not be difficult to give 3 specific measures which the government is going to go into in the next few months. Surely a government that works should be able to at least say, here are 3 new things which I am going to do, and use an occasion. It can be, there are so many other industry forums, there's no lack of them. But having passed this opportunity, Rahul must get to his act together and be much more specific and much more clear the next time.
Now, this debate is continuing. Sachin's left, but we're joined by Sanjay Jha.